What's going on, everybody? This is Kevin the Barber with another classic, and today we're going to be going over affordable clippers for beginner barbers under $50. Affordable meaning, of course, in respect to what clippers usually cost. You can get these for a good price. This isn't cheap stuff. And why I say for beginner barbers is because, for one, when you're a beginner in something, you don't even know if you're going to continue doing it. You don't want to spend money on the biggest stuff, the most quality stuff in design, production, functionality, all the works if you're going to be done with it in a year. There's a bunch of things in here. For each clipper, I'm going to explain a little bit of why I chose this clipper. And for all these clippers I've used, except for like one or two, a friend has told me, or I've used it one time. But overall, I have really good experience with all of these clippers. First category, we're going to go over adjustable clippers. And in the next category, we're going to be going over trimmers. And there's actually some cool trimmers in this one, so stay tuned for that. And we have one shaver in here. The first clipper we're going to go over is the Andis Speedmaster. If you've watched my How I Become a Barber video, you've heard of this already. This clipper right here is literally one of the most underrated clippers I think that I've never heard of it. I've never heard of this clipper outside of me walking into Sally's and seeing it. And when I purchased it, after getting my wall home clippers, which is really cheap clippers, you know, if you start out, I mean, I guess it's okay, but it's more hassle than it's worth to me. So this is one of those clippers I think people would be great starting out with. It comes with a comb and these guards. These guards are fairly garbage, but we'll get to what you can use. Now, what's really good about this clipper is that it's pretty sturdy. It's not the lightest, but it's not really the heaviest. It looks really cheap. I know, like, aesthetic is really important to me too. It's chrome, and it looks like you can get it from Chuck E. Cheese or something, but it's $40. You know what I'm saying? It's $40 and it cuts clean. Yeah, check this one out if you're really interested in upping from your wall home clippers or whatever you got. You know, this is really a nice clipper to try. Next on the list, we got the Speedmasters by Andis, and I guarantee you that I am not sponsored by any of this stuff. I just use a lot of Andis and wall, so you'll see a bunch of that, but I tried to keep it as diverse as possible. Now, this Andis Speedmaster, a friend of mine has this clipper, and it's not bad. It has a ceramic blade out of the box. You don't really see that in adjustable clippers. This also looks cheap. It's like there's a typical cheap look that they do for these, you know, entry-level clippers, we'll call them. But it's pretty solid clipper. Like Speedmaster 2, I've never seen the Speedmaster, at least I don't think I've seen one, but for $27, it's pretty dope. It's lightweight. It doesn't heat up quick. You know, when you spend a lot of time cutting heads, you're in the garage, you're in the bathroom, you know what I'm saying, you take an hour and a half, this thing is still be rocking. You know, when you only have one or two clippers, you want to make sure that you can have it on for a long time and it not heat up quick, like saying Andis Master or Andis T Outliner. You know, them joints heat up really quick. This, with the ceramic blade included, you don't heat up as quick, cut heads for a longer period of time. I think this is dope and lightweight. If you're cutting hair for a long time, you want to make sure that what you're using doesn't get too heavy on you. And at $27, come on, bruh. Next, see, I told you these guards are garbage for this one. I mean, this one looks all right, I guess. It seemed like the same guards, but different colors. Yeah, those guards are cheap. And if you look at the reviews, you can see right here, like, look, out the box, this is what happened to this joint. That is unacceptable. So though this may be $40, you can add this to it. It'd be over $50, but you know, you can still get a clipper for under $40. And if you want to keep your guards nice and clean and nice and quality guards, these are they. Now, if I were to rate them, this is probably not the best out of all of them. This one's $43. Even though it's the most expensive, I would take the Andis Speedmaster over the wall super taper. Also, again, looks cheap to me, but it's still quality, function. You know, when you start paying $100 and up, they really look into the design. And you don't want to really care about the design when you're starting. We just want to care about functionality. And that's what these have. Like, first of all, why is this yellow strip here? Like, who did that? That's what why would you do that? It just doesn't look good. But anyway, you know, it's your typical wall clipper, lightweight. And I'm saying the same things over and over for each clipper because that's why I chose them for a beginner. They're lightweight, they cut clean, they don't heat up quick. That's what all of these do. All these clippers do. Now next we got a magic clip. These cut clean too. I don't know how detailed I can get with you guys on how things cut, because I don't know what exactly you guys will understand from it. But all of them have taper blades right here. Oh no, this is a fade blade. It comes with a fade blade. The only clipper so far that came with a fade blade. All the rest came with taper blades. Fade blade goes from a 4/0 to a 1, I believe. What does it say? It doesn't even say. But yeah, these are the 5-star magic clips. These cost $45. Also a good pickup. Definitely check those out if you're on the market. Next, we got the the Oster Fast Feeds. Now, this is the only like professionally marketed grade clipper on this list so far. I guess a Magic Clip I feel like that's more intermediate, but more professionals kind of have this Oster Fast Feed. It cuts all textures. That's enough. How did I forget that? All these clippers cut all textures. This one probably does it the best. It doesn't cut super strong, where it's too much for you to handle, but it cuts a nice amount. Definitely way better than like home clippers or like lower grade clippers. But for $54, and at the time of this upload, you save about $30 on it. So I know if I was you, I'd pick that up. You know what I'm saying? Everything in the link is description below. There are going to be affiliate links, so whichever you purchase, I'll get a little percentage of, just so you know. And now this is literally one of the coolest things any company has done natively. You have Omnichord, you have Stylus Cord, but I haven't seen any company do it for themselves where you purchase one. Now, if you look at the price, it says $61.88. The reason I picked this in there, even though I said $50 under, is because you get 2 clippers. You know what I'm saying? You get 2, and typically a clipper I'd say is about 60% of the price, and then 40%. So if we're gonna really mash this up, this would be $40 and this would be $20. And they're both quality stuff. You on one purchase, you can start cutting heads at high school, in your high school, start cutting heads in the college dorm room, cutting heads in your neighborhood, and really be killing the game with some nice gear, all for $60. Now that's the clippers that we're gonna be going into. Now we're gonna go into some trimmers. The first one on the list, we got this is professional grade, under $50, Slimline Pro. This is dope. This is like around it's not the Slimline Pro Li. They definitely have a newer version that came out. So you won't be getting the latest and the greatest, but at a certain point, this was on pretty much every barber's station. So check those out. Next, now this is probably one of the gear that I personally haven't used, but I've seen a bit of. So from personal experience, I can't really say much on this, but this is probably one of Oster's higher level trimmers. Can't say I've seen much people using Oster trimmers. So again, under $50, so you can definitely check those out as well. Next, now these are hit the market by storm, $2 over 50. We can round that down. So I've been hearing that these are some really dope hitters, lightweight. They got the standard burgundy color on there. I'm really more for all black. That's what I'd be looking for. If I got this, I'd probably get some spray paint or something, but it's still a clean look. Yeah, and this blade, like, it looks like a grown blade on such a small little thing. Like, check these out if you haven't already. These are really good hitters, and I've been thinking of trying to get these. Actually, I might look into it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Next, we have detailers. Now, these are my favorite trimmers of all time. The only issue that I've ever had with it is it seems to shift a bit here. It's not as sturdy. Like, when you line them up, you gotta line them up frequently. You gotta make sure that the blade is lined up a lot, and that's really a bummer. But other than that, when it comes to what it's able to cut, like what it's able to cut through, this can plow through some hair. It looks so small, but it can plow through some hair. And I would advise you to be taking out bulk with this, because I'm sure it would get knocked down quickly. You just have to get some new blades and stuff. But when it comes to that lineup, I haven't seen anything hit like this, bro. I can't even lie to you. Next on the list, we got the Superliners. Now, in a past video, I'm gonna have to retract my statement, because in a past video, I may have said that these are the trashiest edgers I've ever gotten. At the time, that's what I believed. Used them for some more time, and I really got a handle on them. And I think what makes this so cool, probably one of the most innovative trimmers of all time, because you can just pop this off, and it comes with it. It's not on I don't know why it's not in the picture, but it comes with this right here. This is a profile shaver. You can just pop it off, and I haven't seen that before. Correct me if I'm wrong if you've seen this anywhere else, but this is the only trimmer I've ever seen with that. And come with this little brush. Come on, they're really thinking about y'all. This is a nice little thing it says 70, like I said, it says 70, but it comes with a pro foil. So you might, if you split that in half, that's what, $35 each. So you're getting 2 machines for $35, even though this is one body, it gets 2 functions. So pretty nice. And this is $20. So if you minus 20 off of this, that's 50. So we still in the range if people are checking. Last but not least, this is the profile shaver. And if you don't know what a profile shaver is, that's what this is, and that's what this is. And pop it on, and it becomes this. So this is $50, and it's been $50 since it's dropped. For those who are interested, I was looking at the wall shaver. what's crazy to me is this was like $45 at a certain point. Now it's 80. Not only is it 80, but it's not as good as the Andis. I don't know why they would keep it that high, because what this Andis shaver does, it innovated this part right here. The profile shaver part it pushes down on the head, kind of forms with the head, while this one doesn't. So this foil can break easy, and I don't know why they think it's okay to charge it like this, but that's neither here nor there. That is the end of this list. I hope I helped some of you guys out somehow, and you guys can check out any of these products. Thanks for watching today's episode of the Barber's Table, and I see you guys in the next episode.